Hey guys, and welcome back to R&M Gaming Project, and welcome back to the Vampyr stream I'm doing. It's part 2 of the stream. Thank you for following, and don't forget to like and subscribe. So just a little recap. We did, I think it was the opening act of Vampyr yesterday. The main character is Jonathan Reed. He had been recently turned into a vampire, and he was trying to discover who turned him. Along that journey we fought a boss, William Bishop, and we took a blood sample from him, and then we went on to a hospital with Dr. Sansi, I believe was his name. So we're at that point now, and let's go forward. Take me to a hospital. Okay, it's taking a while to load us in. There we go. So we're at Pembroke Hospital. District status is healthy. Keep pressing up L3 when I'm running. Guess I need to talk to the good doctor. Let's go.
It's okay, Jonathan. I'll see you later.
Swansea, not Sansi. My bad.
We'll have a word in my office later, Jonathan. You can do better than that. Now, it's my turn.
What's wrong with this guy?
Rotten or crisp, each heart contains life. Drink at this river, try it.
What's wrong with this guy?
Oh, come on, you bastard! I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood.
I will probably bite. Nah, not doing that.
I didn't notice. Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Be more polite.
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
Alright, sorry. I am in pain. Me guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Blood quality. Blood quality indicates how much XP you will obtain from a particular citizen. The higher the blood quality, the more EXP you get. He gives me 500 EXP if I eat him. Mesmerized. To drink blood of your prey, you first need to mesmerize them, then lead them out of sight from others. Your mesmerized level must be equal or higher than the citizen's resistance. Press L1 to mesmerize Clay. See?
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
need to take him to shadows, though I just want to save him. There's a trail here, I guess I should follow that. So I brought him to the shadows. Press X to embrace Clay Cox or circle to release him. Embracing Clay will provide a massive EXP boost, but be aware that there will be consequences. Learning more about citizens and collecting their hints will increase their experience again. Okay, I'm gonna release him, because I don't want to kill him.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
What happened? Did I black out?
Of course you did.
I feel giddy.
See what I can collect around here real quick. There's another box there that's shining. Okay, let me talk to that guy one more time, see if I can help him out.
Did I black out? What happened? Whoa, I feel giddy. Did I black out?
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go, but no famished hunter can run for long.
That weird voice again. I'm guessing that's the hospital there. Let me just check around real quick, see if I can pick up some stuff. No stuff shines, so you can actually tell what you can pick up and not. The good doctor's not there anymore, so I guess this really is my part that I had to take. Just checking the back here real quick. Forgot I can sprint with circle. Okay, let's not go there. Let's go back to the hospital and follow the main storyline a little bit.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
Okay, let's see. I have a few
I would
questions.
like to ask a few questions first. And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Goodbye, Dorothy. Thanks for the help. And I got some nice EXP there. What is this? Huh, hostel is full. Please go back home. Well, what are you gonna do, huh? That's why there's so many sick patients right outside.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
Blood transfusion
What
specialist
is the
is
Pembroke
right.
Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Tell me more about cherished people.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
So you get hints by
I'll go
talking
even
to
further.
people, huh?
If she was a man, she would be a damn
Unlocked.
fine practitioner.
Further conversations with people,
Any opinion
which
about
I'll
the
need to
manager?
level them up.
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
Okay, so I need to get more hints about him to unlock that. Alright, let's head back, see what we got. Life in London completed. Personal questions. 3 hints required. Don't have anything to talk to him about again. Alright, let's go.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Some more people here. I'll talk to them real quick.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Let's
I'd
see what
like
he
to
has.
see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Milton's shotgun. He has bullets I can buy. Not sure what I need for that. Shotgun shell. common handle part, common trigger part. And the shillings, and I only have 39, and to buy them I need 315. Okay. Aluminum powder, aluminum shard, grease, and screw. Alright, okay. Before that.
Good evening, Doctor. Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is alright? It's fucking awful. We lack everything, and it's getting worse every day.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack them.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing in. I escaped from the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital? That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
Okay, so I need a lot of hints for everyone, it seems.
Goodbye,
Okay, goodbye. Let's see, I thought there was a doctor there. There was one other person somewhere here. Yes, this old lady. She's inside a hospital, and I saw someone else. They're inside the hospital as well.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
See what's going on here. Nurses are needed now. Okay, seems like you got a lot of talking to do in this game.
On every street corner.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
Soldier, do you need assistance?
I'm fine. Just do something for this pain, will you? That's all I'm asking.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you...
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
Alright, so you can talk to your patients too.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
Goodbye for now, Mr.
Sean Hampton is there. I can't enter.
I cannot enter.
Okay, so let's check out what Sean has to say.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, Sora, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here, this Miss Hawcroft.
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton.
Oh, fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the dockers' trade union. The Wet Boot boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle? I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare. No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
Okay, let's see Sean's details. Blood quality 3000 EXP, that's hell of a lot. He has 2 hints, so he can probably raise to maybe like 4000. Though I'm not killing people, but health status is stable of these citizens. Alright.
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking,
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel empty.
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest, and then I can go back to the people who need me.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks, and I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really, but I recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke. Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
Okay, that's all for
Goodbye,
him.
Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later. It's locked.
Who's this here now? Someone else?
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon.
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
Really? You're a vampire? Thelma Howcroft, 1000 EXP. She has 3 hints. One of them is Thomas Elwood. Okay, let's chat her up a bit. You're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
It's right.
Describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howard?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefied, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Ugh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right?
Can't understand the concept of immortality here.
To hide from my
This guy just
I can leave whenever I want.
was risen from the
As
dead.
a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
So that garden near the
staff
morgue,
here
huh?
are not your enemy.
The
They're
backyard
here
garden.
to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal.
No,
But do not
he's
interfere
going
with
to hunt them.
for you are no match for those that hunt me.
Okay, crazy woman, bye. Okay, no, wait, got some questions for her.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
It was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
He's so polite. Got Thomas Elwood.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm
So I'm just
Dr.
talking to
Jonathan
people.
Reed.
Seems like I need to
Dr.
talk to
Swansea
everyone
has
and
received
unlock
your position.
their hints.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated.
So I'll do that for a little while before I continue along with the story. She has 4 hints and 1500 EXP for blood quality. Looks like it's halfway, so she probably gets up to 3000.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be
A
over.
lot of talking in this game. Thought it would have been a bit
Nurse
more
Hawkins, the Spanish flu
action,
won't
but I
last
guess
forever. Even the
it's
Black Plague didn't
a
kill
game where you can get
I wish I could believe
different
you.
endings, so
But
you need
what
to
if this
talk
epidemic
and
was
learn
worse?
about people.
What if in the end,
So
nobody
that's
was
fine.
spared?
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
Choice. What choice to make?
You're right. When dealing with such a terrible disease, one must remain humble. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't try our best.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual.
Milton, the weapons dealer.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
Over here. Personal questions. That's 3 hints on her and 1 hint there. Okay,
Goodbye,
that's
Nurse
that. So who do we have here?
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you?
Oh, it's her.
Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark.
Crazy lady.
Nocturnal activities.
Okay, there's another doctor here, it seems. Where is he? It's behind this door. Something. Okay, another one here. Let's talk to him.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swans's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
No need for such animosity. Jealousy will not do you any good. You better change your tone with me. Guess I'll go with no need for
There
such
is no
animosity.
need for such animosity between us. Don't you think the epidemic is already enough to deal with?
That is one point we could agree on. And that is precisely why I want to be sure that you will be of help to this hospital, instead of a burden.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, Perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
That is true. There's a new hint available with him. So I need to find where that is. Well, I'm just talking to everyone and getting their stories. I'll check out the hint stuff later. We have, yes, 3 more people to talk to here.
What can I do for you, Doctor?
No, it's Dorothy. I talked to her already.
Thank you, Nurse Gray.
Don't think I talked to this doctor. Who is he? He's unknown, so let's talk to him.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me.
Really?
I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
Guess I'll be glad to help him.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor.
Sorry that it's a bit long-winded and boring, but
with your arrival,
you gotta do it.
I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time.
Got a new investigation, missing ingredients. Okay, back.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
Okay, finish that.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him? Or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
Oh, he got a lot. You got a one-hidden lock from him.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Okay. Dr. Doherty already. Harvey Fiddick, that's the guy we were now talking about. What's this here? What is this here? A glass vial. Unfinished letter, let's check the details in that. Yes, it's one of those two, but it doesn't really matter. Let's talk to Mr. Fiddick.
Good
I
evening.
think I'm almost through here.
I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Let's see. Not much EXP from him, but it's fine.
Are you satisfied?
Not drinking everyone's blood here.
It's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable, and your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies. Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Ackroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is I disagreed about wood and nails, not flesh and bones.
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in the German bomb raid.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick, unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
Yeah, that's the hard thing about it.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army. Building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Helen didn't bring them with her that night.
Tell me about the doctors who are up. What are? Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
Just give me a second, I'm changing my controller.
How can we be sure we're making a difference?
Okay, so I just had to change my controller. I did, so let's continue on with the story. Someone here unknown. Oh, there's some more people here. Two more. Oh, so much talking. I want to actually get to the hacking and the slashing.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer
No, Beatrice.
Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
Wonder what she teaches them.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
Pippa Hawkins, huh? I'll go back and check her.
For a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
Oh, come on, we're facing an epidemic. That was life in London, right? All those hints for you. Goodbye, man. This is his son.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No.
Really? Why are you here?
I don't want to talk.
throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
No, he is weak. We need to kill him with the treatment for fatigue.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'm sure you realize it. I see.
Yes, maybe.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reed. It's my mother.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of. She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'll let you get some rest.
That's all.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick.
Sorry about that.
I'm okay.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
He just doesn't want to talk. I guess I need to get that medicine for him to
go
talk.
now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Alright, so I'll try to get that medicine for him eventually. Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's talk back to Pippa as well, if I can find her. Ah, there's Pippa.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
This one. No?
How would you describe this?
It's...
How long?
Or long in...
Your...
Okay, swear. I guess there's other parts to it, not just one part.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening,
Sorry
Dr.
about
Reed.
that.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Okay. There was someone else there. Oh, just a second. So this guy is probably outside. Let's run to him.
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding? I should investigate.
I guess he's in a locked room. Can't get there.
It's locked. You don't mind if I search your pockets, do you,
Doctor
sir?
is robbing his patients.
Need any of these
Okay.
anyway. I'm not
Stealing from his
from you,
patients.
mister. I'm only redistributing your belongings to people who need them more than you.
An Indian doctor as well. Oh, wow.
You see, no one has claimed your body, sir. So it would be such a shame to bury you with your...
Oh, dead patients. Ugh, he's a scavenger.
I will not forget you, sir. And I thank you for your generous donation.
That's kind of creepy. I guess. Well, like those guys from before said, the dead won't need it. So might as well take it from their bodies. Pretty much all games you do that. You kill someone and you scavenge off their bodies. So it's not like, you know, anything new to the situation. What's this? I also seem to have a ton of EXP. Ooh, garbage diving as well. Let's see what we have here. It's a hospital. It's a different part of the hospital.
It's locked, all right.
So I guess we can just explore the hospital for now. Dr. Swansea's name is there.
I cannot enter.
Most of the rooms are locked. I guess only my room would be fine. Didn't you say, oh, this is the first floor? I keep forget to check 0, 1 and then 2. Wonder if there's any stuff I can dig through here. Oh wait, what do we have here? Opening. Oh, what is this? Used hacksaw. Oh, cool. Okay. Melee weapon. Able to cut through bone. 65 attack. Stamina is 20. Oh, it absorbs blood too. It's a weapon. I'm using a machete right now. How do you equip weapons again? Ah, here we go. The sight, I think, is a 200 weapon. Ooh, 99 damage. Slow though, and a lot of stamina. Bludgeon is one-handed weapon as well. It's faster, it's slower actually than that machete has 15 attack speed, that hacksaw has 15 attack speed. And put that machete in my hand. Don't have any serums yet. Autophagy is L1, that's my healing. And my blood spare is R1. Didn't even notice that. I have an ultimate ability as well. I have 100 stamina and 580 life. 200 healing, that's a lot right now. Okay. And that's a pretty cool weapon. Alright. Got a new hint about that Thomas Elwood, but don't really care about that right now. Maybe this is my... Nah,
It's
this is my
definitely
way.
away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Okay, a lot of these articles, I'm not really going to read it. See supernatural speed, what vampires have, and mesmerism, we can mesmerize someone. Go check that back after. Got some more glass vials, I guess they're probably to make that serum.
It needs water.
What do we have here? Maybe to upgrade my weapons. Ah. Analyzes blood sample. I have the glass files, but I don't have the rest of stuff, so I need to collect them somewhere. I can upgrade weapons, maybe? Aluminum powder and shard, aluminum powder and shard, so I need to buy it off of that guy. Okay, I'll wait a bit until the enemy start to get pretty hard before I can upgrade that. Okay, let's analyze this blood sample. Bottle of alcohol, get some stuff here, and watch, spring, screw and grease. I have those stuff already, so I'll keep the watch for now. Okay, so I have 2 of the stuff I need to find some other stuff. Let's analyze that blood sample for now. Light regeneration serum.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Time, huh? Let's see. Anything else to collect around here? Yeah. Got aluminum powder. Got 5. Nice. Is that everything around my room? I think so. Let's go to sleep. Gonna level up some stuff. Let's see what I can level up. Autophagy I can level up. Think. Level up to level 10. Body condition level 1. I thought I did this yesterday. No, I did. 300 blood for 100 more health. Maybe. This is really good too. Science. Wow. 100% and 5% heal. I should probably increase my stamina a bit first. Can one more thing. Plus 50 more health. Should I or should I not? Let's try something else. Tactical. It seems pretty cool to use too. So I should probably damage? No, blood absorption I think I should use. So I'm gonna go pretty evenly while distributing my skills now.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. What about my thirst for blood?
Okay, district status is healthy. Okay, so let's see what I can do. We're on chapter 2. What's this here?
It's locked,
it's
all right.
locked. The key
I
or
don't want to
something.
make wait, Doctor. I've patients to attend.
Well, okay, Dorothy.
Yes, Nurse Crane? How
All
can I
that
help?
attitude.
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
Yeah.
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
So that's how he's gonna get.
Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
Not Swansea guy. He's suspicious. He has surprisingly delicious blood. Okay, let's see where the backyard garden is. Hospital. So it's pretty much close to where I need to go. Let's see. I'm guessing this is the backyard garden.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Hold that. You filthy scowl. Trying to find a lost wallet now. Two of them, huh? Okay. Shit. Shit. Out of stamina, that's not good. Let's pull back a bit. Oh crap! I forgot they can bite me. Ooh, autophagy. Heal myself. At the expense of blood. I'm not too sure. Kill myself. Okay, here we go. This is teaching me how to handle multiple enemies, huh? Oh, I forgot I got my blood skills. Oh yeah. Chewing back some blood from this guy. Not that much. But he's dead. Something else there. Photography in a wallet.
So, Mr. Hooks and Nurse Hawkins are right. Those two have hidden their affections well.
Okay, let's carry the wallet back to its owner. Funny how, you know, he has to dumpster dive to get stuff. There's some bullets. Needed that. Oh, it's here we need to go to continue the main story. Okay, let me just go talk to that nurse real quick. Is it Pippa?
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Hooks it was, right? Elwood, Sean. Fiddick. Trudeau, Hooks. I saw Hooks just now. He's outside. Ah, right, he was a merchant. Gun salesman.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet, with all the money, and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Yeah.
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway, to remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody's as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
Thanks for the shillings, guy.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Okay, let's head back to the old morgue. Here, no. It's through here. Okay. Send to the morgue. Yes, I gotta scavenge for some items here. Whoops, exited by accident. Sorry about that. I'll go back in. If you guys are enjoying the stream, don't forget to like and subscribe. We're trying to reach 200 subscribers, so please subscribe if you haven't already. Loading between screens along. And I gotta go back in. There we go. Okay, here we go. Big old room here, smaller room here. Okay, so they are basically marked out on the map. I'm just checking the rooms for other stuff too. Okay, now let's see if I can find.
It's locked.
Where I need to go for them. What the hell is this? Oh. Too aggressive when attacking. Come here. Let me feast upon you.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
It's locked, all right.
This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
Did enemy respawn? Come here, let me feast.
Balls of Mars, fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful. I cannot enter.
I just need to go downstairs now. Back. Sorry. Where was that? This way? Where was that? Swear I saw something disappear on me. I'm not sure what it was. Okay, let's head down to the basement.
These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
So I can hit them 3 times before I need to. Ah, that's a block, huh? Come on. Whoa! Hit me. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's pretty cool. Give me some blood here. Bite you some more and get back my blood before I finish you off. There we go. Okay guys, when I finish this section I'll be ending as well. I feel a bit tired and it's quite late, so sorry if it's a bit too short. I'm just checking your rooms for stuff. And it was inside this room. And didn't go through that though.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better... look into this.
That's a weapon that uses blood absorb. Okay. See how that works. Let's try it on this rogue scarf here now. Seems to stun him, but it absorbs blood from him. Does 10 damage and absorbs blood from him. Okay. That would come in handy. Alright. Close to... Okay, John Doe, it's a boss. Okay, here we go, John. Whoa! He summons... What is that? Keep my stamina high. Shit. Get back some health. Oh shit. My health is somewhat high. Oh, it jumps pretty fast into me. Oh crap. One more hit and he's gone. I keep forgetting I got that blood spare attack.
These scars can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
There you go.
Hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
Let's see, where do I gotta go? Back to my hideout. Okay, let's get back there as fast as we can. And that was a lot of blood. Give me blood. There we go. I got some extra materials. And let's exit here. Alright, I'll just go craft that and then I'll be ending. So shouldn't be too long again. Let me head back up to my room really quick. Hold on. Okay, so I can craft medicines now. Okay. Okay, so Just gonna drop this in the patient's room.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Good evening, Mr. Goswell. How are you?
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
Alright, he's recovering.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswell?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
Okay, nothing more
I
for
have
now.
to go now, sir. But don't
Okay, I'll be ending here, so thanks for watching, all of you who did. I appreciate that. And I'll be back on tomorrow, maybe, I'm not too sure, but around the same time, once I can. Thanks for watching. Have a good night now. Bye, everyone.
This hospital seems to be falling apart.